What's up, everybody? We're finally on live. No, I'm gonna explain it a lot better than a lot of people think. I'm getting a lot of questions about DJ Akademiks and me, and like all his fans, they attack me and stuff. Like they come on the page, you and him are not alike, and I'm like, I agree, we're not alike. He's like much bigger than you. He got like millions of fans, and I'm like,
Please turn right in a quarter of a mile.
I'm like
to North Elmhurst Road,
and I'm like, that's cool with me. I have no problems with him being larger and on the same scale, but we are faced with the same issues, is what I was telling somebody in a live chat before.
Now turn right.
Because the simple fact is, me and him, we are faced with the same nonsense. When Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill and all of these people were on a crusade, they didn't just go after DJ Akademiks, me too. So the same people that they use to go after people, they do the same thing. It's just that DJ Akademiks is on a bigger scale as far as being distributed out to the people. So you'll see a DJ Akademiks video on the front line immediately. And that's okay. I have no problem with that. But my thing is, every time it's criticism or anything, something happens where there's a negative response, they will take me, and then they will take DJ Akademiks, they would attack him, they would attack me, and it's ridiculous. Like, he's right in a lot of situations. Me and him are basically on, sometimes we're on the same situation. Okay, here we go. Now, the fact is, he's got to be a little politically correct now, because his content was a little aggressive in the beginning towards some of these rappers. Now, when you're on the bigger platform, you're going to be talked about by these artists. They're going to know you by name. And then they're going to come to you directly and try to address you. Me, I've always had my face out there. So I was always seen, always like, who is this dude? My face is right there. Him, he didn't until he got this show. That's why now he's got to kind of be politically correct when how he does things now. His videos have changed a little bit. You know, his tone has changed. And I don't discredit him for that. But I'm saying we are faced with the same type of BS. Advertise what we're doing, and the crusade that was put down by the rappers and these other people in social media to like take down certain videos or don't put them in certain places. And mainly it was because of certain videos that were coming out by myself, DJ Akademiks, and others like us. But when it affects and they go after DJ Akademiks, I'm just letting y'all know, it don't just stop with him. It goes after every last one of us. Where do y'all get he's a poser from? Well, I don't even know what you're talking about. It's not even a negative thing. See, he's young, so he might take everything someone says negatively and only focus on those parts that are not constructive. I'm saying me and him both face the same issues. Period. It don't matter if he got 3 million subscribers and I got 100,000. It don't matter. When they come after him, they come after me. The same arguments. Hate videos. They come after him. And they Sorry about that, guys. That was a call I had to take. I'm glad everybody's back now. So like I was saying, it was quite a different situation when it comes to the scale and the scope of where he is and where I'm at. He's on a bigger platform, and that's cool. I don't want to be on a bigger platform. I'm fine being the smallest person out there. So for all his fans, all the emails, I don't even know why. You know, I don't hate on the guy, I tell you the truth. And that's just all I do. I've been hating. I hate. What's up from Detroit? What's up, D? No, the thing is, Akademiks sometimes has an elitist standpoint. You know, by him being so big now, he lets it kind of go to his head. But now that he's in this platform, he becomes a very paranoid human being. Paranoia comes with doing this type of thing that you do, because you're unaware of who's seen you on the internet, who knows you now. The fact that his face is out there is going to put him in an uncomfortable situation to where he's out in public and somebody's going to run up on him. He don't know if they're going to be friendly or they're going to be foe. And that's what happens when you're on the same scale. But my thing is, I'm smaller. I don't face it as much. I haven't ran into really anybody that wanted to do any harm. You know, most of the people I ran up to have been all positive and everything else. So that's, I mean, that's the blessing of it. But it's always some idiots out there. But we're faced with the same things. It's just that he's on a much bigger scale. I mean, he's getting his check. That's why I keep telling you. This show and doing the complex show, hey, more power to you. The show, it has some good shows, it has some bad shows. You know, sometimes the content comes off of what's popping in the news. If nothing's really popping in the news, then it's really not a story. When Meek Mill went after DJ Akademiks, that was clearly a story. And the fact that Meek Mill is stupid enough to want to go after DJ Akademiks when he has no ground to. Well, Kenny Wu, there's about 700 of those videos. Go watch those videos and get caught up. Because if all you think I do is make beef videos, then you're exactly the person that don't know what's going on. I'm an informative channel. I do a variation of different things because that's me. In life, I do a variation of different things. I watch movies. You guys can put all my videos together and find me. You got my TV shows. You got everything I do. I put it on YouTube. You even got my fights with girlfriends on YouTube. Chicks I don't even date no more, and they on here. Well, the issues that we're talked about is all the backlash. When certain artists or rap artists or a promoter or manager or PR person, when they feel their artist is being targeted or blacklisted, they go to certain extremes to make sure that they, you know, try to push the person video away. It's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on. And oh yeah, later on tonight, I think we'll probably talk about some Bobby V stuff, information. I gotta clear up a lot of stuff with that, cause I got some new information. So well, yes, Complex is doing that because Complex, they don't know anything about hip hop. Have you seen the guys that work there? Are they back with the Diddy J. Cole situation again? I just wanted to do this for the fans, to let them know, the academic fans, like, I don't mind anything he's doing, but I'm not finna bow down and kiss his ring and all that stuff. Like, he was losing his mind on one video. He was like, I've paved the way. Like, I'm the one climbing over the mountain taking arrows. I'm like, what is he talking about? You guys followed me. I'm like, no. If anything, the only person that could really say that, if like saying I followed them, I could say, what's his name? DJ Vlad. Vlad could say that. Even though I've been making videos, if it wasn't for Vlad's interview with Memphis Bleak, I wouldn't have probably even made these videos. I had all this knowledge in my head. Do you understand all this stuff that didn't happen back in the 90s and 80s? All this stuff we've known, I had it all in my head. I didn't know people really wanted to hear about it. And then I started telling people what really happened because people were telling lies. I said, man, this is terrible. They way off. And I'm listening to these egotistical interviews people doing, and I tell the real story, and it just blew people away. They were like, wow, I never knew it was that deep. And from that point on, I was just like, wow, let me just start telling them about these stories. And then next thing you know, people don't, when they hear information, it's basically they don't believe it at first, or no matter how clear and vivid it is, it's a lie. Then next thing you know, somebody comes out 3 years later or a year later and say the same thing, and it'd be like, oh my God, Karceno was right. It's the craziest thing ever. It could be like 6 years ago. Somebody's gonna watch that video and remember. But the things that he talks about is mostly up, like current events. That's what Akademiks normally does. He doesn't go back in time and tell you about beefs. That's not his avenue. He doesn't do it. I do that. He does not. Because one, he's too young basically to remember any of it. And what did he really know? He didn't know. He wasn't around. Me, I was around during that time, so I could tell you about it. But his thing of doing current events, I mean, he's got his niche.
Prepare to turn right.
And that's cool. I have no complaints about what he's doing whatsoever. When Meek Mill decided to go at him, I took DJ Akademiks' side because, one, Meek Mill is wrong. He's completely wrong. 100%. DJ Akademiks, they just saw him as somebody they could bully. And they could threaten and, press.
Right in a quarter of a mile onto West Evergreen Avenue.
So they said, let's press him. But I do feel that once the YouTube situation happened, when they were cutting back on all this stuff and they picking and choosing who's getting ads and all of these different things, I think that DJ Akademiks saw this complex deal and he probably would have turned it down had YouTube not went through the changes that they did. If they didn't go through those changes and everything was still like the old way, I don't think DJ Akademiks would have went to Complex, to be honest. Did this idiot just come in here and say DJ Akademiks don't know me? I'm out. I'm quite sure he's very aware of who I am. Not personally, but as a channel, yes, he's very aware of my channel. Well, I'll do that right now. Saturday Night Live and Eddie Murphy thing, I can tell you that right now. You don't even need to wait. The problem is between the two is both guys are extremely petty. Lauren Michael is petty, and so is Eddie Murphy. Both of them are very petty human beings. So when you get a situation where it's not Dana Carvey, it's the other one. The other guy who couldn't really get on, the guy that played David Spade. David Spade did that skit on Saturday Night Live and said, "Oh, look, kid, a falling star." And he pointed to Eddie Murphy's picture, and everybody was like, "Oh, he was what?" Yeah, I said it. David Spade has apologized to Eddie Murphy like every single time he has seen him. He apologizes for that joke. Eddie Murphy forgives him every single time for the joke, but never forgives it. Lauren Michael has apologized.
Turn left in 300 feet.
Eddie Murphy wanted him.
Street, and then immediately turn right. Now turn left, and then immediately turn right.
Eddie Murphy told them to fire him.
To turn left.
I know where I'm going now. Eddie Murphy wanted them to fire David Spade. They wouldn't fire him.
Please turn right in 400 feet onto West Evergreen Avenue. Now turn right.
Yep, so they wouldn't fire him.
Turn left in 500 feet.
And because they wouldn't fire him,
then you will have reached your destination.
Yes, Eddie is petty like that. And that was like about almost 30 years ago. You're looking at about 20, 30 years ago that happened.
Now turn left, then you will have reached your destination.
So after 30 years that happened, he still went on Saturday Night Live.
The destination is on the right.
Okay. Alrighty, there we are. So, hey. Where I'm going, I gotta handle some business at this house. All right, I'll call you guys later or talk to you guys later, and I'll fill you in later about what happened.